little graphic organizer on these handouts you'll have for the first couple of quizzes, and you will not have for the last quiz on surface area and volume, and you will not have it for the test because you won't have it for the final either. If you choose to use it, you can draw it out. It's basically just to organize your thoughts at this very beginning point. So this is a prism. We're only going to look at prisms for this first lesson. This is a prism, and it has bases and it has lateral faces. I have base and lateral faces separated on here, and okay, it's gone. The bases in this, the two congruent faces that are parallel, are actually triangles. So you draw the triangles. I think this picture was supposed to have a right triangle in it, but we're going to just pretend that it doesn't. Okay? What are the dimensions of it? Are 12 and 12, right? The area of that triangle is 1/2 times 12 times 12 is 144. What's half of 144? Dude, are you kidding me? I should have known. Okay, blurb. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. What is it? 72. 72 is not half of 144. Yes, it is. Okay, so that is the area of the triangle. How many of them are there in that three-dimensional solid? Two. So that's what this X is for, to tell you that there's two triangular bases. So there's a couple of rectangular bases. Do they have the same area? Rectangular faces. There's the bottom, and then there's the side. They have 12 by 8 area. What's that? Twelve times 8? Good. And how many are there? There's the bottom and there's the vertical side. There's two of them. In this case, they are the same, so you can double it up there. There is the side rectangle, the slanted side. It's actually the slanted face. What are the dimensions of that? One side is 8. How do you find the other dimension? You have to use the Pythagorean theorem. This comes from 12 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. What is 288 rooted? Somebody give me a decimal. Actually, I can give me a decimal. 16.9. I'll believe you. And so 8 times 16.9 is 135.2, and there is only one of them. So then you add those all up. Can somebody do that, please? Along with me. What'd you say? Did somebody get 4? Because remember, the surface area is the sum of all the areas. It's the two bases, and in this case, 3 lateral faces. This graphic organizer is only to help you organize those areas. That's it. And what I said is that you will not have them. Do you have to use it on the first couple quizzes? Yes, because I want you to know what a lateral face and a base is. Okay, so let's go over to this one. Because there isn't another lateral face. Some of these you might only have one of them. Okay, so the base is sketched like this. The two congruent parallel faces are hexagons that look like that with a side length 4. I'm not going to lie to you, these pentagonal prisms are the most work because you have to figure out what the area of that, and some of you still don't even know how to do that from the last test. If you don't know how to do that, you should probably come and get some help. Except in this case, the lateral faces are all 4 by 10 rectangles. Yay! So those are 40. but there's 6 of them. So that's easy. The lateral area on this is really easy. It's the base areas that are harder. And over here to the side, I'm going to draw my triangle, remember? That looks like this. It has a 4, and then if we draw that right triangle that we need, we have a 2, and this is our x. In a hexagon, this angle is 30. So we do tangent of 30 equals 2 over x. X equals, in this case, 2 over the tangent of 30. Does somebody have...
0.577 over 1.
So the tangent of 30 is 0.577, so it's 0.577 over on the bottom of 2. So x, which is the height, is 2 divided by 0.577. 2 divided by 0.577. My calculator works good. He's right. 3.47. Logan, remember? I'm recording this. Be quiet, please. I don't care. So this triangle has 3.47 height. That area of the triangle is 1/2 times 4 times 3.47. So 2 times 3.47. 6.94. And how many of those are there in that pentagon? I mean, in that hexagon? 6 times 6, you will get 41.64. How many bases are there? 2. So we have to add those all up. You get that plus 41.64 plus... Did anybody get 323? 0.28 units squared. Depending on what kind of calculator you have, like better than mine, you might be able to do this a little faster by doing multiplication instead of adding them all up. Okay, let's look at one of these cylinders. They're extraordinarily special. On your handouts, you should have this cylinder. Clearly, the base is easy on a cylinder. It's a circle with a radius 6. You can do these perfectly exact, and I don't care. Or you can give me decimals. See if I care. The area of the base is 36 pi units squared, and there's 2 of them. See how easy that was? Cylinders, if you can finally grasp that this happens, the base, the lateral face is actually a rectangle. I know that you might not believe that, but the height is 18, because clearly that's from here to here is 18. But as I open up this cylinder that I showed you before, that shape is a flat rectangle, right? This length right here wrapped around the base, right? As I put this back together, you can see that this rectangle wraps around the base. So what would this length be from here to here? No, that's from here to here. 18 is from here to here. It's the circumference of the circle, which is pi d. See, 5th block, I told you there was smart kids in 3rd block, just not best students. So this is the circumference from here to here. So what's the circumference of this circle? Good, 12 pi. One dimension of the lateral face is the circumference. The other one is the height of the pop can. So 12 times 18 is 216 pi's. And how many lateral faces? There's 1. 216 plus 36 is 250, plus another 36 is 288 pies. If you want to give me a decimal, you can multiply it out. I don't really care. But I did 36 pies, another 36 pi, and the 216 pi for the last face. That's 288 pies. Cylinders are quite easy, especially when you don't have big numbers. Okay, so I left the bottom for last. The easiest for last. This rectangle is really easy because we can see a bunch of squares. The only question kids have right off the bat is which one are the base? Because there's three pairs of congruent parallel sides. There's the top and the bottom, there's the left and the right side, and there's the front and the back. Those are all pairs of congruent parallel sides. So it does not matter how you name it as a base. But I'm going to use the one that we think of as the base, 7 times 4, because it's the bottom of the box, right? But that's 28. There's two of them. There's the left and the right side. There's the 4 by 2. That's 8. There's two of them. And then there's the front and the back. It's 7 times 2. That's 14, and there's two of those. You could have arranged those any differently in a rectangular prism because they're all pairs of congruent parallel sides. This is 56, this is 16, and this is 28. So 28 plus 56 plus 16 is 100 even units squared. Okay?